Have your calls for roofing services gone down because you're not ranking on AI search like ChatGPT? Guys, I want to talk about this and I'm passionate about it. Let's first say that people are searching on AI. You're probably searching on AI. Now, if you look back in the time that we've been able to search, we had a lot of bad search engines like Alta Vista and Ask Jeeves and even Bing and Yahoo. All of us Americans knew that search was bad, so everybody went to Google. In fact, today, the last report on it was Google was still 91% of search. And so when people are searching for roofers, it's still 90%. But it's changing right now because if you haven't gone on to ChatGPT or Grok or one of these, it's not just great search, it's better. Now, Google has Gemini, and if I had to have a crystal ball and look down the road 5 years, I don't have one, but I'm going to make my best educated guess. They go from 91 to 60. They still have the majority, but they've lost to ChatGPT, Grok, Perplexity, all these things because they are a great search. Now, they've hung on to some because they already had everybody, and they have their own Gemini, and it's already implemented into the algorithm, and people can use it separately, just like they do ChatGPT. But when you get on ChatGPT, man, and you ask them questions, it's like talking to 10 Einsteins at one time, and it's pretty great. And yes, some people are already starting to search for roofing contractor, roofer and roof repair, stuff like that. Now let's talk about getting up there, because what I know is already happening is that people are like, I feel like my organic search results are down a little bit. Yeah, bro, they are, because you're not on AI search. Now, it's a different algorithm on Google let's talk about ChatGPT, and go search it in your market, because they'll show like 4 roofers on ChatGPT. And you go look on Google and look at their top 4 map ranking. They're not the same. So their algorithm is a little bit different. And what I notice is Google gives a ton of respect to somebody who's been around a while. Bob's Roofing's been there forever. Man, his website's kind of cruddy and old, but he's got a lot of pages on. There's some spam blogs and spam city pages, but it's Bob's Roofing. He's been around 12, 15 years online. We're still letting him cling on to the Pack 3 map ranking, or he's number 4. That guy won't show up on ChatGPT sometimes now. It depends on the market. If the market's real small, maybe. But ChatGPT will be picking up people that has less reviews but better current brand signaling. Now, they're going to spider the same stuff, like the servers that the website's on, the social media channels, and see the reviews. They're going to see DataPins. Guys, ask ChatGPT what they think about DataPins. Thank God they love us. We love ChatGPT. They know that I'm not talking about an SEO agency or digital marketing agency. I'm talking about they know DataPins. They know Roofing Webmasters. Hell, they know me personally. I hate to speak about them this way as a persona, but it's that good. So do you want to be a roofer hanging around and getting a diminishing return because you're not on ChatGPT? We work to make sure that everything we do from an SEO perspective is spiderable. Everything from a DataPins perspective is spiderable, not just from Google, but for ChatGPT and for Grok and Perplexity and AI search and Gemini, which is Google's. You, by God, want to be here. This is great stuff, and it's an opportunity, because Bob's Roofing, and he may never redo his site again. He's up there. He's Bob. And Bob goes down 15, 20%, doesn't even know what happened. Just kind of gets mad at the SEO guy that's trying to make it work without redoing the website or without doing DataPins, or just make it SEO. No, Bob, it's not going to SEO. You had an entire digital brand, has to be in play, has to be coded well, have to use stuff like DataPins. DataPins is fantastic. We've been working on that for 6.5 years. And now in the last couple of years, been working on it for AI integration of it for what it can do, and it's signaling out to AI. It's a fantastic opportunity to get going in these. There's some room to fit in and to take over positions on AI that are different than Google. Yes, we still get you up on Google, in my opinion, anybody can still get up in map rankings on Google and organic and AI if they fight for it and send good brand signaling. The best guy I like has been up a little bit, been online a little bit, a year, 20 reviews or more. And I love it when people have been up 3 years, 5 years. I talked to a guy 15 years today, had one page for commercial roofing, one page for residential roofing, crappy website, and a bunch of reviews. Wasn't doing well at all, fallen off of almost all search. That's a dreamboat for me. Guy basically just remiss as hell, resting on his laurels, and then Google's not showing him. Not only is Google not showing him, no way in snowball's chance in hell ChatGPT is going to show him. So now Google pulled him down because other people aren't remiss with themselves. If I had to help anybody in your digital brand, be serious about it. Google's not out to hurt you. It's the largest free platform. You make millions from them. ChatGPT wants to look like a good search algorithm too. That's why they're not showing Bob's old ass roofing site. They don't want to look bad. And Google's algorithm's just a little bit different. So, but over time, anybody doing great signaling, there's a great user experience and that great digital brand signaling, your version of EEAT, experience, expertise, authority, and trust, or SEO, search engine optimization. That EEAT was Google's version of it, and then a great user experience without cheating. So if you're trying to blog with AI, no, just stop. Don't try to rationalize it to me. You're going to get penalized. If you're trying to send endless links out of the country to trick them into liking your bad brand that's a poor user experience, stop. It's just old school spam. But do produce a great user experience, great website, great digital brand signaling. DataPins alone sends a geo-coordinate multiple points of schema code on it. We were here. She didn't leave me a review. We did this great GF HDZ Timberline shingle. You know I know how to do Brava, Cedar, Shake. I can do that and Da Vinci Slate and do all of it. They don't know that, but you can tell them with DataPins and build it out properly with proper SEO without cheating and then be a great user experience. All those data points coming into play, it's fantastic. I love getting TPO page for a guy. One TPO job paid for me for 4 or 5 years. One good job. And so, I'm not a roofer. I tell people all the time, but I know what single plies are. TPO, EPDM, PVC. I know what liquid applied coatings and silicone and acrylic and modified acrylic. I mean, I know what these things are. Metal roof coatings. I've actually gone to Conklin and sprayed foam horribly and horribly hand welded PVC. But I know the categories to expand the keywords for y'all. And that's still needed. The service pages, the material pages. What they don't want is endless cities, blogs that nobody wants to read, that kind of stuff. So you take all this stuff, you do it well, you team up with somebody like us that'll help you with it. You do your data pins and you get into ranking, get daily call volume. Love doing it, done it forever. Work happens here out of Fort Worth, Texas. I'm in my new office here, new studio today. We got a little more space. I'd love to hear from you when you're ready. Give us a call and we'll see what we can do for you.